Our second video for week 3 is going to focus on doing the homework. So this is page 17 of your packet, okay? Or if your packet numbering is a little bit off because you have like I don't know, there was a copy mistake. It's practice 2-3. It was where we just left off on the previous video talking about the shortcuts to proving that two triangles are congruent. So let's look at this next problem. I want to see things that are the same. I have this side right here is congruent with this side right here. I'm marking it. I have this side right here congruent with this side right here. And we have an angle that is congruent. This one is between the two and this one is not. It has to be corresponding, the different parts. So since this angle is between the two angles, or the two sides that are congruent, and this angle is not, these angles are not congruent. All right. In our next problem, let's look and see what we have that is similar. Let's look at number E, or letter C, sorry. Let's mark the stuff that's the same. I can see that this side is congruent to this side. Okay, and then you know how in this problem up here the angle was marked? Well, this one, there's no information about angles, but one thing that we do know about is we know about vertical angles. And so vertical angles are the ones that are across from each other in a V, and we know that they're congruent. Then so we need one more piece, because all of our shortcuts have 3 pieces unless it's the right angle. So I'm going to look at this next one, and what I see is these little markings right here. What this tells me is that this line right here is parallel to this line right here. So then these two lines are parallel, and if I look at this, like extend this line, this is the transversal, okay, a line that crosses two other lines. Then one thing I have to notice is that, okay, the parallel lines, I have this angle here and this angle here are alternate interior angles. So for those alternate interior angles, they're congruent. So let's see, I'm going to write on one of my triangles. I have an angle here, I have a side here, and I have an angle here. Oh, look at what I wrote. Angle, side, angle. I don't know why it's blurry. I'm trying to fix that for you. Angle, side, angle. So this would be the angle, side, angle congruency theorem. Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay, let's see if we have anything that is the same. This line has a hash mark and this line has a hash mark, so we know that they're the same. Well, this is a straight line right here, and so if this is 90 degrees, this is also 90 degrees. Okay, so I have a side and an angle. I need one other side. I want to look closely at this side in the middle. Okay, this side is part of that triangle and it's part of that triangle, and so this is called the reflexive property. We'll talk about this more as we move forward, but the reflexive property, like you're looking at a mirror, this piece is the same size for this triangle on the left as it is on the right. So I have that this side is one of the sides. So let's write on one of our angles and see I have this angle here, the 90 degrees. Then I have this side right here and I have this side right here. Oh, ASS. You're not allowed to have ASS, right? You can't have a bad word. However, let's remember the cheater way of saying bad words is like, if this is a right angle, and it is, I can use the HL property, HL congruency property. So that's going to be the answer for that one. Let's keep going. All right. And let's mark what we have. Let's see, I have this angle is congruent to this angle. And, oh, look at, I have that whole reflexive property thing going on, whereas that this piece is used for that triangle and for this triangle. And then another way to mark parallel lines is this marking right here. There's 2 of them, so I have this, I'll do it in red. I have this line is parallel to this line, and here's the transversal. I'll extend that line so you can see it's a line that crosses 2 other lines. And so what that means is you have this angle here is inside the parallel lines, and if I alternate across, I have alternate interior angles. So let's label. I'm only going to write on one triangle. I have an angle here that's the same as that angle. I have an angle here that's the same as that angle, and I have this side. AAS, angle, angle, side, congruency property. All right? One thing I kind of want to point out is that when you are going around the angles, the different angles and the different sides, imagine this is like a garden, and you have, this would be an angle, this would be a side, this would be an angle, this would be a side, this would be an angle, this would be a side. Imagine these are my stepping stones. As I go around, see how I go angle, angle, side, or up here I went angle, side, angle. Well, when you're labeling the different things and you want to know what is the shortcut, or what is the congruency theorem, your pieces have to come in order. I can go angle, side, angle, or I can go side, angle, side, or side, angle, side. I can go angle, angle, side. Notice I skipped over this step right here. So you're allowed to skip over one step, but you cannot go from angle all the way to this side. So if I'm walking in the garden, right, I'm tall enough that I can actually step over, right? I can step over a stepping stone, but I'm not big enough to reach this fourth one right here. My leg doesn't just reach that far. So I can step over one, but I can't step over two. So when you're going around, you can skip and go angle, I'll do it in a different color, angle, angle, side, right? Because I can skip over one stone, but I can't skip over two. All right, with that in mind, let's look at our last one on this page. And see, I have this angle is congruent to that angle. I have this side congruent to that side. And then what else do I have? Oh, it doesn't look like I have anything, but whenever you have a triangle where it's, the side is used in the top and the bottom, you can mark that one. So now let's label it. Okay, I'm not using this side here, but I'm using this angle. Okay, I'm using this side, and I'm using this side. I have angle, side, side. Or if I use the bottom triangle, angle, side, side. Angle, side, side. Oh, not allowed to do that. Okay, and is it like the other one up here where I was able to use the secret way of saying a bad word in math? HL? Well, no, because this is not 90 degrees. So this is not enough information. Not enough information. Not enough info. Okay? It's not congruent. I can't prove it. I can't prove that it's congruent. Okay? So I can't use the bad word. I went around. I can't skip anything. I can't go side, angle, side, because I can't skip. If I were to make this is my stepping stone, my stepping stone, my stepping stone, my stepping stone, a stepping stone for this side, a stepping stone for that angle, a stepping stone for this side, a stepping stone for this angle. See, if I went side, angle, side, side, skip, skip. You're not allowed to skip two. All right? Okay, I'm going to turn to the next page. And I'm going to leave a lot of this page for you to practice on, and we'll actually go over it at one of our meetings, okay, if you show up on Zoom. But I want to actually do part D with you, because part D, what's difficult about this one is the triangles are written on top of each other. So if you actually, like, let's just separate this out, right? I have this one on the left, DAB, and I have this written here, and then I have A, B, C, and C has the two markings. And let's see, this marking is there, and then this marking is here. So I've separated it out. So let's now look at what we have. Okay, I have this marking matches this marking. I like to do it in color. I have this marking is this marking. And then what else do I have? So kind of the secret, see how it says AB? See how this piece right here is part of the left triangle and part of the right triangle? So let me make it part of it, and then let's see if this works. Let's label them. We have a side here, right? We have an angle that matches with this angle and another angle that matches here. Side, angle, angle. Well, that's not really one side, angle, angle, but angle, angle, side is usually how you write it. So angle, angle, side congruency theorem. All right. When you do these for homework, notice that this piece right here, I'll give you the little hint, this piece right here is used for both triangles. Same in this piece right here is used for both triangles. For part C, look for vertical angles, and don't forget about your parallel lines. Okay. And then it would have a transversal, so you can probably find some alternate interior angles on that problem. And then I want you to look around and try these. If you have trouble on the homework, I will help you. But for now, I want you guys to do page 18 for homework. All right? I will see you on Zoom. Have a great day.